Court appearance today for 58-year-old Rick Chow. The Columbia gas station owner is charged with murder in connection with the death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack-Belton. Investigators say Chow thought the teenager stole a bottle of water from his store, but he didn't. News 19's Sam Perez was in the courtroom today. She brings us more details on the hearing and some legal analysis.
In court, the defense argued a search into electronic devices taken from the Chow's home due to a search warrant should be stopped.
You're asking me to stop it before it even really gets started.
Chow's attorney says there is information on the devices that are not relevant to the case.
They just have no business having access to that information.
Defense attorneys Jack Swirling and Joe McCullough argue that there are personal records on the devices that are irrelevant to the case. But Circuit Deputy Solicitor April Sampson says SLED agents are looking for a document showing the store policy about shoplifting.
Since part of what they're stating is that they're following store policy and that their employees are following store policy, they want to see if that's true.
News 19 wanted to get some perspective on the arguments made in court, so we asked attorney Taylor Bell. He is not affiliated with this case in any way, but was able to give some insight on the proceedings.
It's kind of fishing when the government gets to just look through an individual's, personal belongings, unfiltered, without anyone looking over them.
Which is the reason Bell thinks the defense wants to stop the search, so nothing else that they find can be used against Chow. But if the prosecution were to find the shoplifting policy, what would that mean?
We know that you can't shoot people over property. That's the law. You can only, act in self-defense or underneath the stand your ground law. So to me, it might not even matter. But I guess it's the government's looking to say, all right, well, they had this policy and he didn't even follow his own policy. To try to make him look like it was malice, because if they're arguing for murder, they've got to prove malice.
In court, the judge asked the prosecution to tell SLED agents to stop their search, saying everyone should be in a holding pattern while he reviews previous cases to determine precedent. A decision is expected next week. Reporting in Columbia, Sam Perez, News 19 WLTX.
Well, the Shell gas station that Chow owns remains closed. It was vandalized the night after the shooting. In early June, Richland deputies were seen at the store while insurance adjusters were there. It has been boarded up to keep anyone from going inside.